Welcome back, everyone. Today we're tackling a crucial concept in Power BI that can make or break how your reports perform: import mode versus DirectQuery mode. If you've ever wondered why your Power BI files handle data differently, or why some dashboards are so lightning fast while others feel a bit sluggish, this is the video for you. By the end, you'll have a crystal clear understanding of these core data connection modes, and you'll be able to choose the best one for your project's needs. Let's dive straight in. First up, let's talk about import mode. This is actually the default way Power BI connects to data, and honestly, it's what most people start with. When you import data, Power BI makes a copy of your data source and stores it right inside your Power BI desktop file. Under the hood, it uses something called VertiPack, a seriously fast in-memory engine that compresses your data so you can analyze millions of rows without sweating it. All the queries, calculations, and visuals are running off this local cache. Think of it like loading all your groceries onto your kitchen counter so everything's within arm's reach. The result? Super snappy performance. Your dashboards feel almost instant, whether you're slicing and dicing or running complex time intelligence formulas. The flip side, though, is that the data only gets refreshed when you tell Power BI to update it. So if your source database has new records, you won't see them until you refresh. Also, as your data grows, your Power BI file gets bigger, which can be something to watch out for with enormous datasets. Import mode is perfect when you're dealing with data sizes up to a few million rows, want top-notch speed, and don't need data to update in real time. Think dashboards that only need daily or weekly refreshes, like a bank transaction summary that gets a daily update. Now let's look at the other side, DirectQuery mode. Unlike import mode, DirectQuery doesn't store any of your actual data inside the Power BI file. It only holds onto the blueprint, meaning the metadata and the report visuals. When you interact with your dashboards, every click runs a live query straight to your underlying database. It's like having to go back to the grocery store every time you need an ingredient. The obvious benefit here is near real-time data. Whatever's in your database right now is what you're analyzing, which is brilliant for things like stock trading dashboards or operational reporting. However, because it depends on the speed of your database and your network, performance can be noticeably slower. Plus, some of Power BI's advanced calculation features, especially highly complex DAX or certain time intelligence functions, might be restricted compared to import mode. The real beauty of DirectQuery is with very large datasets, think billions of rows, where importing simply isn't practical, or when your IT team manages a centralized data warehouse and you want everyone seeing the same source of truth. But we don't have to pick just one. Since 2020, Power BI introduced what's called composite models or hybrid models. This is like having the best of both worlds. You can pull frequently used data, like the last 2 years of sales, into import mode for speed, while keeping the deep dive historical data in DirectQuery for those rare big-picture questions. It's incredibly flexible. For example, your sales dashboard might run lightning fast for current numbers, but still offer the ability to look up a transaction from 5 years ago, querying the live source only when needed. It's a smart way to balance performance with data breadth. So to recap, use import mode if you want maximum speed and don't need real-time updates. DirectQuery comes into play for gigantic data or real-time reporting needs. And if you're aiming for a little of both, snappy performance up front, but full history just a click away, composite models are your go-to. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like button. Got any lingering questions about import or DirectQuery? Drop them in the comments. I read every single one. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a Power BI tutorial. See you in the next video.